Hey guys, I pretty much traded all day today, just practicing my tape reading skills. I'm gonna try to go over all my trades real quick with y'all. I took CVS in the opening. I saw that it had broke up and waiting for the pullback to the VWAP. Got long. I should have let it bottom and made a higher high before I got in, but I end up getting stopped out. And I guess I got a little FOMO. Try to chase this. Should have put a wider stop at least at the VWAP, but again I got too tight of a stop and got stopped out. I waited for it to pull back to the VWAP once again. Once I saw this huge dip, it just dipped real fast. I got in as soon as I could, added to my position. Once it came up and held the 20, I added more, got my 2 for 1, and then started scaling out. I left about 20% to run. Saw that it came back to this 50 and bounced, so I added to my added shares to my original position. Got my 2 for 1, uh, partial, and then took out at break even. So I lost 2R here and made 2R back. Came over here. I saw that it came down with increasing volume. Waited for the bounce off the VWAP. Went short. Came back. I believe this is a hotkey mistake. I had added. No, I went long, but then I added back to my position. It was making an ascending triangle, but I just let it run and I got stopped out. ATUS. I really like these this pattern here with a 9 and the 20 crossed the 50. Got long, came respected the 9, added in, got my 2 for 1, and the rest at break even. Okay, here came down really strong. I waited for the pullback. Once it got to the VWAP and bounced, I got short. Was kind of consolidating. Had put in these 2 candles, but when it came back to the VWAP and I still had all these MAs, so I was still short bias on this. Once it was holding, I added in, got my 2 for 1. Just started scaling out, and when it came and bounced off this the 20, I just got out completely in my position. Took another trade on this later in the day, right here. Let's go back. Okay. As you see, it made a ascending triangle, and it was bouncing off this 28 level. Once it was getting closer to the top, I went long. It hit my 2 for 1, and the resistance at this 50, partial, and then got out at break even. Okay. ROKU. So the reason why I had took this short, my stop was the break above this, was the ask was there was huge ask at the top holding it, wouldn't let the price go above it. When it had hit when it was coming down, and it was constantly getting hit with the ask at the top, so it wasn't able to be pushed. They weren't letting the price get pushed up any further, so I held this out. It came up, didn't hit my stop, and then it came down, and my I just got out completely at the VWAP, which is my 2 for 1. Took another trade. I went short, tried to get a bounce off the 20, and came down, couldn't hit my 2 for 1s. I just got out at break even, which is a small profit. SQ, another one of these trades that I like, where the 9 and the 20 crossed the 50, and I also really liked how it was the 50 and the VWAP were very strong support, and made a hammer candle right off of it. So I went long. It just came up. The ass was very thin, ran up very quickly, got my 2 for 1, and just start partialing out. And pretty much try to test it out Facebook. I actually got stopped out, but I liked how there was huge bids at 191.68 where it couldn't break through. There was just heavy bids on the top, so I decided to try to take long with more thin, but it was just I was just fighting a trend, and I ended up getting stopped out. Another one, AMD. I just got stopped out, and let's see, that's Uber. Okay, so I took this over a news catalyst. I saw there was something positive. There was an investor buying tons of shares of Uber. So, and I liked how it made this flag pattern. Oh, this ABCD. So it came up, put a hammer, bounced. I got long, and I held, but I knew right at this level there's huge volume because there was a lot of ask going through, but there was just a ton of ask at the top just holding it and couldn't fill all these orders, and it just ended up getting held there. And then after after the after the buyers were worn out, sellers stepped in. It was very thin. There was not a lot of orders, and just came right down, and I got stopped out.